Hello, I'm back. I've cut all those digitals out and I've backed them, some with tea stained paper and some with, I think it's wallpaper lining or something. I found it at the thrift store. It was a roll. Interesting texture though, so I used some of that on the back of some of these things here. I'm hoping the envelopes will be all right. They're going to be quite thick. I never thought that one through. I usually do the envelopes with a tissue paper, but we'll see how it goes. I also cut up some squares or rectangles of some patterned paper. I did line it with a nice quality tea stain paper for tuck spots and things. I have some laces here from Lavish Laces that I thought I could put on the tuck spots. I just want to get a feel for how this is going to go. Now, I could put a tuck spot in there quite easily. Even though this is all decorated, it's quite all right to put a tuck spot in there and have a tag. That one's probably a bit big. There are smaller ones in here if I can find one. Here's one here. I can still do that. Whoops, not in frame. There we go. I can still put a tuck spot in there, which I think I might do. Let me just get my corner rounder. And this pattern, it goes all different ways, so it doesn't really matter. The only one it matters on is the one with the bird on. So I can put that there, like that. I could stitch around it. I could even stitch it onto this if I wanted to. But what I'm going to do is just paper clip it there. That gives me an idea of placement. I usually do this first before I commit to anything. I can pop that in there and say, okay, that's what I'm going with at the moment. Now, I've got 3 different patterns here and 3 different sizes. I've already grouped them. These 3 are for the first signature. The next 3 are for the second signature. They all have the same colour paper but in a different shape in each one. So I want 3 in the first signature. There will be more tuck spots than that, but from this particular style, I only want 3. So we'll go forward a few pages. Let's just say on this side of the center. I could put a large one here, or I could put a large one there. I might put one on that side. So let's just, it's either that one or that one. We might put that one there. And once again, just getting a paper clip and paper clipping it in. And I could use a large tag on that one if I wanted to. So we'll just pop it in there, and then going on a few more pages, perhaps like halfway through the second signature, I can do another one. I could do that one there if I wanted to, on the back of that one. That one will probably, might do it that way, have like that, and I'll just paper clip it there. Do I want another big one in here? There's 2 big ones per signature. What was the first big one? I just don't want them too much alike. Alright, see, this one's got a frame on it, and so is that one. So let me just look for another larger one. This one's a bit different. So we'll put that one in there like that. So that's our first signature with those designs, with those ones in there. The next one, looking for an appropriate place that I can put it. That one was sort of facing that way. So this one can be facing the front. So I could put the small one just there like that. There's the bird, so making sure I've got the bird the right way up. There we go. Put that one there. It's a smaller one because that's a finer piece of paper. I'll pop that one in like that. Okay. one we might take it on just the other side of the center of the signature this time. So maybe we can go for a larger one there, like that. And a larger tag, maybe that one there, like that. And then one towards the end here of the last signature. It's like a middle size one. We've got that there, we've got that there. We could put it on here. We need to have a corner rounded there. And we can put, go on to put that one in there like that. Is that too heavy for that page? That's what I see. That's a lightweight page. That may be too heavy for that page. We may put it on this side here. I just turn that around as soon as I've rounded that corner and put that there, making sure which side was that on. I don't really want the same things on this same side, so we might just put this one on this side here, just so they're a little bit different, not the same on the same signature. Okay, so that's our second signature done, putting those there. And then we want our third one. Okay, put the third one here. Oh no, that one is a pocket there. So maybe we'll put it there. Kind of goes nice with the yellows, doesn't it? And put that one in there. No, we want a small one in that because that's a small one. So we'll put that one in there like that. Did I use the other small one? I did, didn't I? Okay. This time we'll have one on this side of the center of the signature, looking for a good spot for that. Maybe right here. Put a larger one there. Like that. That one there, and then another one towards the end. It's too close. Let's have a look. I could put one there. There's the birds. Put that one there like that. And that one can go in there. So they all have a home where they can go. And I'll leave those in there, and as I go through I will start, I will come and stitch around them, and I might add lace to them or a button or two. Sometimes buttons and things I add towards the end. They do all still need a bit of ink around them. I don't know if that's the colour I want actually. I might go for, it might be alright. It's there but it's not there basically, just to get rid of the edges from where I cut it. And then I'll probably just do it lightly at the back as well. Like that. It's only just sort of there. What's that other one I like at the moment? For edging like this. This one's more for stamping, I think, that one. Alright. This one, frayed burlap. Let's maybe try that a bit. We've got a bit more colour to it. It might be better. Might blend in nicely with the colour the tag already is as well. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's better. I can also do this. Like that. Like that. Not sure whether I need to do the edge there or not, so we'll leave it. But that's what I will probably do. I'll finish my tags off a bit on each of them. So I'll go ahead and do that, because you don't need to see me doing every single tag like that. Because sometimes if you don't do it, when you're thinking about it, you forget to do it. I don't want that. This one's lined with something a little bit different. It's just some tea stain paper from the scraps I had in my piles and that, and just use them all for your backing. Okay. I might leave this one square. Not sure. I can always curve it when I'm ready to place it in. Or I could do something different actually. I just thought. Oh, be careful, there's a rabbit on this and a bird, and I've got to keep it the right way. I've got a, let me see, I've got a, oh, I haven't used this for a while. I wonder what that will look like. I've got this. Let's have a look. Oh, quite tough to get through. That's pretty, isn't it? I'll use that on those tall ones. Put that there. Just slightly edge it. And because it's double thickness, it should be fine. So that will go in there like, let me show you, like that. It's quite pretty. It's good to remember what you've got. So I'll go ahead and do all these and the tags as well, go around them, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've gone ahead and stitched the little pockets in, and I've used a couple of different trims from Lavish Laces. I've used this lovely one here and also this beautiful one here as well. And I'll just show you the first signature so you get an idea of what it looks like. So it's the first one. I haven't stitched around the tags yet, but I've stitched the pockets in, and I like the way they're stitched in and you see the threads on the other side. That's just the way I like it. And there's the next one. There's the next one over there with the cutout. And once again stitching on the other side, which is fine. I just did a straight stitch, and then there's the last one there. I've put that lace in there, and perhaps, you know, that could even hold a little tag or something in that one. It's like a little pocket. So, and they're the same throughout, just different papers, different shapes with each one. So that's the same as this, but as you can see, it's a different paper. So they're a little bit different. So I've done that now. The next thing I want to do is, oh, that's right, just, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. This is meant to be a paper bag journal. So far we only have one on the outside cover. So I've went and grabbed a couple of paper bags here. I usually have a couple tea stained, but I don't have any left. But it's a lovely old white. It's not bright white, so it should work fine. Now, in the centre, if you recall, I had this envelope that was tea stained up. And I said I would put something in the first and the third signature because they don't have one of those. So I think I will put a paper bag in. Maybe we can put one there. I can put it that way because the journal is big enough for that. I might just do that. Bend it the other way. Like that. Okay. Oh, that wasn't the way. I had it the right way to start with, I think. Oh, no, I didn't. I'll do it that way. Okay. And I'll slot that in there like that. That should be fine on that side. Yeah. I think it fits. Might be a bit tall. Let me have a look. Oh, it's just the same size. May need to trim a little bit off the top there. Let's have a look. Just a little bit. So it's not too tall. I'll just do that. That'll make it a better size, I think. Okay, we'll put that one in there like that. And then I'll put one on the third one as well. I might do that one the opposite way. Take some off the top. Like that. Find somewhere something. Maybe in there. Like that. I'll have to decorate that as well. I'll do something on that at some stage. So, and the next thing I thought I would do is also I'm not sure where they are. Oh, here they are. I've got some little offcuts of doily pieces here. It's a die cut. I'm not sure if that's all I've got. Otherwise, if it's not, I might have to cut some more. Let's see if I've got any in here as well. These are my scrap folders. Oh, we've got these bits here. They might be a bit too dark though. They're pieces of doilies. They're coffee dyed. No, don't smell like coffee, but they're coffee dyed. Is that too dark for the journal, I wonder? Let's have a look. Put those coloured ones back in. And see what's there. I don't want things that are too dark. Oh, I've got stuff everywhere. Oh. My room was tidy. Is this going to be a bit too... I could do it that way, couldn't I? That one's not too dark. That way, that was a bit dark, I think. And maybe... Oh! There we go. That's a bit lighter. Look at the lovely heart. That's pretty, isn't it? That's a bit lighter as well. Like that. Might work. You need using. They've been in there for a long time. Like that. That one's lighter on that side. This is the wrong side. That's the right side, but I obviously didn't use them because they were too dark. They're a little bit darker than what I like. But if I use the opposite side, it might be all right. Okay, let's have a look. What we can do with them, though, these are the die cuts. I thought I had more. I must have used them all. Okay. See, I need to make some more tuck spots as well. I've got these of the... Oh, I didn't fold those, did I, to see how they went? They might be a bit thick. I guess we'll have a look. These are the Paper Cameo printables. I think this one's from the Cottage collection. That's from the Neutrals collection. And where does that? Does it go like that? It's much easier with tissue paper on the other side of it rather than this wallpaper lining. I don't know why I did that. I mean, it will still work, I'm sure. It's a bit crooked. There. Just need to put some glue on it. That one doesn't want to do as it's told. Alright, is that better? I think that's better. They're just a bit thicker, that's all. Okay, well, I'll need to do those and they can get glued. Not sure what I'm going to do with those yet, so let's just stick some bits of doily on perhaps to get some stuff on these pages. That's a lighter one, isn't it? Could do lighter there. What's on the other side? That's got a pocket on that side. Could do that. It's a bit see-through though. Can you see? Oh no, you can't. A little bit see-through. You can sort of see the doily at the other side of it, so we don't want that on there. I just need to stitch something to that. Big, isn't it? Could go there, and there like that, and there. No. I could stick just a bit there. Just looking what glue I've got with my little one's only got the smallest amount of glue in it. It's probably a bit dry too. I haven't used it for a while. Okay, finally got some glue in my bottle. always an ordeal. I've cut that little bit off and we'll see how we go. Just need to, it just adds a little bit of texture to the pages, pretties them up a little bit. It's not overpowering. Still leaves plenty of room on the page for writing, drawing, collaging, whatever you want to do in your journal. Not all journals are writing journals. So let's just have a look. Try and place it on there straight like that. Okay. Like that. That's nice. It's actually quite a nice colour, isn't it? It just adds something, but it doesn't, you know, take away from the page at all. So I think I will just go through and where I feel it might need, see, that's the centre of a signature. I could put a larger piece, or I could put like a larger piece there for the centre of the signature, which you can't really see, sorry, like that. And these are all different style doilies here. Oh, there's a piece. I could put one over the other side. Let me move those over there. Might be easier so you can actually see. Put one on that side there, like that. It's a bit dark there. I might cut that down a bit more, like that, just so it's not quite as dark. I could put it like that. That being said, I could also cut that one down a little bit as well, just so it's not taking over so much of the page. I could go like that. I could have it like that, or I could do it like, I could do it that way as well, like that, up and down. I might do it up and down. I think that's nice because the last one was on the side, so I just put a little bit of glue. Don't need a lot of glue. And I wouldn't use these as tuck spots because these have actually been baked in the oven by the look of it quite some time ago. It might be a little bit crispy. Better to glue them down completely, I think. A little bit hanging up is nice sometimes. Just get most of the little bits of the doily and it should be all right. There we go. And place that in the centre-ish. Like that. And the same up here. And sometimes you forget what you've got, you know, you put things away and you might not see them for quite some time. It's nice to stumble across things you've forgotten you've still got. About like that. That's about right. Okay. Do that. Don't need too many in a signature, do we? So I'll just do the two and I'll keep going and I'll go through and add where I feel that it needs something and then I'll be back. Okay, so before I go today, I just thought I'd show you one more little tuck spot idea, and it's not my original idea. I've seen it many times. over the last few years, and it's a very easy little thing. You just get a scrap of paper. In this case, I've got the wallpaper lining paper scraps that I had left over, and you just fold it and tuck it over the bottom of a page. In this case, it's a paper bag, and you just use that as a tuck spot. You need to anchor it, of course. I won't be able to stitch it on too much on a paper bag because I need the bag to open, but I could put a stitch in there, and I could put a stitch in there. Let's just do that if I've got some thread or something here. You don't even have to stitch it. You could actually just staple it. Like I could, let's have a look. Just keep it as simple as we can. Over here I can just I'll do an X for the staples, like that. That will keep it anchored on that side there. And on this side I could do, what could I do? You could do an eyelet if you wanted to have a dangle coming down there, or you can just glue it, or you can do, like I said before, a stitch. Let's see if we've got some thread here. Okay, there's a bit of thread there. Usually I would go for a heavier thread, but it's okay. I can use this. And I can just, what are we going to do? No, we will get a heavier thread because that's just, it won't be noticeable, that one. Let's hope we've got a good needle here. Thread. Okay, I've got this nice thread here we can use. And there's so many ways of doing tuck spots and things like that. Go through. Lovely. You could have it single thickness. This is quite, I don't know what kind of thread it is really. It's great, but it's made up of several threads, a bit like embroidery thread, but it's, it's different. I got it thrifting. So I could use this. I can, let me think, how am I going to do this? I could put a knot on one end. Like that. I'll come through, come in a bit, knot it on that. So I've got that thread there. I could just take a stitch. I haven't really thought this through, as you can see, but this is how things end up looking. You could put a button on it. That's what I could have done, but I haven't now. What can I do? I'll just knot it off there if I want to. Or I could just make it into like a cross, perhaps. Do anything you want. Just a cross down the bottom like that. It just holds it all together so you can tuck something in like that. I could put a button over that because that's a bit of a mess on that side. It's not really the look I was going for. But if I put a button over the other side, trying to think what else I can do because it needs another stitch. So what I'm going to do is just come over here. I will put a button on the other side, I think, because I don't like the look of that, and take a large stitch there like that. Just now we're looking like a mathematical equation. Okay, that's probably, I could put another, we'll do another cross, shall we? Yeah, that might look better than a multiplication minus and plus sign. I never even thought about that. Okay, we will do that. We'll do that. Okay, don't do what I just, don't make that mistake, will you? I'll have to do something on the back to cover all that mess up, I think. Okay, put a bit of glue on there. What are we going to do on the back? Because that's a bit of a mess. Actually, I can just, I've got another little flower thing here. Mistakes usually are so very easy to cover up. I can just put that there, I think. Where's my glue? Ooh. And these are just little dried hydrangea. They're not real hydrangeas, they're faux hydrangeas, flowers that I get from the thrift store very cheaply. So that's the other side of that. I can put some sort of center in that. What can I put in the center of that to make it look pretty? What did I just see? Oh, there we go. An off cut of lace over here. I'll just, maybe one of these would be fine. I can put in the center like that. Or not. Maybe I'll come back and fill that at a later stage. A bit of glitter or a little button or something like that. So, but that's just another idea for a tuck spot. You've got a tuck spot on this side here, like that. And you've also got a little tuck spot on that side there. This is just a scrap of paper. You can see I was, I tested my stenciling out, but then I got the mica powder and I was going to go over it with a bit of gold, but I didn't quite like it. And then I thought, oh, let me just try going over it with ink, and I wasn't fond of it, but now that I look at it, I quite like the way that looks just for this little piece. So maybe that will go in the journal at the end as a little booklet or something like that. So don't, never say never sort of thing. So that's just another idea anyway. So I think we'll come back and make tags next time. That we need different tags from these because there's a lot that shape and I don't want everything the same shape. So thank you for joining me in this video. I hope you're enjoying it. I'm really enjoying making this journal, and I think it's because I've had a couple of 2 or 3 weeks off from working on a journal that it's a lot of fun. So take care, everybody. Bye.